Hello friends, Silver here. This is my Chapter 106 Boku no Hero Academia review. Right at the start, we get to see All Might announcing the second character poll, and he's checking in with the students to see what they've been doing, and Ochako has been pounding mochi, Bakugou has been massacring people, and Mineta has been shoving his face into women's asses. Or at least trying to, or dreaming about it. We really hope he's not doing it, because it would mean that he's taken his sexual harassment to new heights. When the chapter actually gets underway, we see that Todoroki is still just as OP as we would expect, but that he has even higher standards for himself. He has defeated a group of people past this level of the exam, but he is focused on the fact that he still can't control his powers simultaneously as well as he would like. We follow him back to the room where I guess people wait after they have passed, and we see that Inasa, one of the guys from Shinketsu, is chatting somebody up because he seems very excited all the time, and to me, he just looks like Bison from Street Fighter. He seems to have some sort of interest in Todoroki. He gets distracted when he walks by, and then we see that Todoroki is thinking about how it's odd that he never met him when they were both taking the entrance exam for people who received recommendations. Now, as an aside, this kind of cleared up a misconception I had. I figured that people who were admitted to UA via recommendation didn't have to take an entrance exam. I thought it was just they were recommended, they got in. So I'm not sure what the point of the recommendation is if they still had to take an entrance exam. That aside, this exchange between Inasa and Todoroki is obviously some sort of plot point that'll be paid off later that we don't quite get yet, but just setting that up. We then jump back to Deku's encounter, shall we say, with the sleepy-eyed Shinketsu seductress girl who can change into people. And it seems like all of the people from Shinketsu are really creepy and strange and maybe have a personality disorder. We'll see more of that later when we get to Bakugou's fight. But sticking with the sleepy-eyed girl, she kind of seems like a insane sort of villain character, the creepy, weird sort of girl who you sometimes see in shonen stuff. Kind of odd to see her here as a potential hero, although she is filling an antagonistic role in the story for right now, but it'll be interesting to see her have to interact with them later when they're possibly all on the same side, and it seems like she's looking forward to that, because she mentions after the exam how she wants to talk to Deku or something. She seems into Deku. She's also seemingly filling a sort of similar role to Hatsumi Mei, the gadget girl, which is sort of a comedic but fake, seemingly for now, romantic rival for Ochako. And then she and Deku are fighting. She doesn't seem to have any clothes. Deku seems to be bothered by this, as he is a shonen protagonist, so nudity is his greatest enemy, at least female nudity. And then Sero, the tape guy, intervenes, saves Deku from having to be close to a naked woman. And then the real Ochaku shows up, and the sleepy-eyed girl leaves but not before telling Ochako that she is trusted. That sort of starts the theme for the end of this chapter of trust. So Deku starts to think of a plan to help all the remaining UA students pass, and of course Deku's doing this because he's a proper shonen protagonist. He wants to help his friends after all. And so trust then gets reiterated. Though, as the Shinketsu girl was alluding, he has a lot of trust in Ochako. When Deku is suggesting this plan, Sero isn't quite on board, but Ochako seems to have no hesitation. She says it's because of Deku's track record, also probably because she's in love with him, and so she doesn't hesitate, goes along with Deku's plan. And then we get a cut to Bakugou, and he's fighting another creepy Shinketsu guy who has turned everyone into horrible abominations. We get to see that Kirishima looks like some sort of flesh potato, which is both hilarious and terrifying at the same time. And then we see that Aizawa is stating that he trusts Deku and Bakugou, has high expectations for them, and that they both inspire their classmates, albeit in different ways. Personally, I'm not exactly sure that I buy Bakugou being inspiring. He was nice several chapters back, demonstrating that he's more aware of the feelings of other people. He's starting to get sort of social nuance more. He's being more thoughtful. He's being less antagonistic to the people around him. But I'm not sure that his love of violence and nearly endless confidence, those qualities about him have not changed. I'm not sure those would inspire people beyond maybe making them feel safer and more confident that he's going to take care of something. But I don't know if that's really going to inspire them to work harder or do better in the same way that Deku is kind of openly trying to accomplish those things by getting people to work together as a team. But all in all, I thought it was a nice chapter. So that was 106, and I will be doing these regularly, so next week I will be back with chapter 107, at least I think there will be. I don't think they're on a skip next week. So anyway, like the video if you liked the video, subscribe if you want to get more anime review content. If you have any comments about this chapter or about anything I said, please share them below. And thank you for listening. I will see you next time.